Today's a day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it, especially because your girl got to go to Universal Studios Hollywood without the kids. Oh yes, I was living my best life, riding all the rides, eating all the food, and soaking up every second of freedom. This trip was hosted by Getaway Today and Universal Studios, and let me tell you, a time was had. And because y'all are my besties, I'm bringing you guys along on the full recap, everything I did, what I ate, what I loved, and the one thing I'll probably never do again. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and let's get into it. First things first, we kicked off things at CityWalk, and baby, I was feeling myself walking up to the park feeling like I was VIP. Red carpet, oh, I was strutting it. Somebody cue the slow-mo walk, because in my head, I was giving main character energy. And of course, I have to talk about Scooby-Doo. My man was out here dancing like rent was due tomorrow. Forget solving the mysteries. Scooby said, I got these bills that need to be paid. I wasn't mad at it. We had a good time. Next up was Despicable Me's Minion Mayhem, which was such a blast. It's a very cute family ride, and I got to meet Tamika Talks. Definitely follow her. We both had a great time, and she definitely made walking through the park very special. When you exit the ride, you exit out in Silly Funland, which was so adorable. I cannot wait to bring Sydney back. I know she's going to have a blast. They have a playground, rides for all ages, and you can also play carnival games and really cute places to take pictures. You guys, I absolutely love Silly Funland because I love me some Minions. So this is definitely a place that I cannot wait to come back and explore even more. Y'all, they really snapped when they built the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Like, I really felt like I was in the movie. The detail was insane. And so if you are a Potterhead, you need to come here at least once in your life. I stopped by Honeyduke's, aka the cutest candy shop ever. I wanted to buy everything from the peppermint toads, everything. Let me just say less, okay? And I have to talk about the Three Broomsticks restaurant. If you are ever going to eat anywhere in the park, that is the spot to eat. Let me tell you, I got the fish and chips, and I paired it with the dairy-free butterbeer. And yes, I said dairy-free. So my stomach was not about to have any type of issues, okay? And that fish and chips was so delicious, and that rib platter looked really good. So I have to say 10 out of 10, and definitely will be eating there again. Springfield was another highlight because, let me be real, I grew up watching The Simpsons. Walking through there made me feel like I was a kid again, and Homer was the man. He was so cool to meet. I love how all the characters really go into to the theme, so it made me really feel good. And then on top of that, I got to ride the Simpsons ride, which was super fun. But let me tell you, if motion sickness is your thing, bestie, be careful, because Universal Studios loves to put some motion simulators in their rides. So if your stomach won't let you let up, baby, you might want to think twice about it. Now let me put y'all onto some game. Universal Studios is split into two levels. They got the upper lot and the lower lot. Now, let me tell you, that escalator was probably the longest ride in the dang park. It's like about 7 minutes just to get down to the down there, but it's worth every penny because as you go down, the view of the park is absolutely beautiful. Down in the lower lot, I got to ride the Transformer ride, and woo, that ride made me feel like I was in the actual movie as well. The graphics were so real, and on top of that, they had scenes with Bumblebee, which is my favorite Transformer, so I had me a good time. Now let's talk about the main event, Super Nintendo. Baby, I was in heaven. This place is every gamer's dream. You are literally inside Super Mario game. Of course, I had to get the power-up band, so that allowed me to play all the mini games that they had, which you have to do that. If you're going to get into Super Nintendo Land, you have to have the power-up band because that is what makes the experience so much more special. And then I got to see Peaches over there in the corner. I want to stand in the line to meet her, so I just, saw her from afar, but I got her. I'm going to meet my bestie next time. But other than that, I had an absolute ball. And now let's talk about the Mario Kart ride. Listen, I have never been in a ride that made me feel more inside of a video game than this one. You just have to experience. It's hard for me to even put into words on how the experience is, because once you get into the real Mario Kart, they put the goggles on, you start collecting coins, throwing shells, and then the graphics, y'all. It's the graphics for me. They did such an amazing job. Even if I was able to record inside of the ride, it would not even do it justice on how good the graphics are in this ride. It's beyond Oculus 3D. It's beyond all of that. Like, you are literally submerged into the ride. So I have, that was 10 out of 10. I'm blown away. Universal Studios Hollywood, you really did your thing on that ride, and I cannot wait to ride it again. I'm not gonna lie, if I was able to, I would have got on it, got off of it, and got back on it. I can see why that ride can have such a long wait, because it is literally, for me, it was definitely worth it. And I, like I said 100 million times, I would definitely do it again. All right, Toadstool Cafe, I did not get to try this time, but you definitely want to make sure you make a reservation if that's something you want to try when you go to Universal Studios Hollywood. If that's on your bucket list, you definitely want to make sure you make a reservation in the beginning. And of course, I had to go on the studio tour. Now listen up, besties. Before you get on this ride, make sure you use the bathroom. I repeat, there are no bathroom breaks. And also, a random moment while I was recording, why is this man behind me digging for gold in his nose? Like, excuse me, sir, you are totally ruining my vlog. But all seriousness, the ride was worth it. You get to see where they actually film movies. You get to catch some behind the scenes action, and even possibly you could even see a celebrity. You never know. So I will say I love the fact that I was able to see some of my favorite movie scenes. And then the tour also turns into a ride. So you get to see a couple different clips, like you get to see Jaws, and they even had a part where Fast and the Furious was in there. And like you get to see a whole bunch of other actions of like how they actually make movies. They submerge you into it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like, this right here was actually a set for a movie. Like, this is a real life set right here. So I'm another 10 out of 10. You have to do that ride. That's a ride that you cannot skip when you go there. And after a full day of fun, I saw Princess Poppy! Y'all, that is my girl. Y'all just don't know. And before I head out, I got me some popcorn from the Power Up. You got to get popcorn only from the Power Up Cafe, because that's the only place where you can get edible glitter, of course, on your popcorn. And then I end the night at the Toothsome Chocolate Euphorium. Y'all, I really wasn't impressed. I'm not gonna lie. First of all, I'm lactose intolerant, so I cannot do the dairy. So the milkshake thing wasn't really hitting for me, and just the food really wasn't getting what it needed to give. You know what I'm saying? But some people loved it, depending on what you got. But I will say that after walking, surprisingly, I did really good. Feet wasn't really hurting. I will say CityWalk light up looks so beautiful at night. I mean, I don't even think the film is not even giving the justice how beautiful it is. So definitely when you're done with the park, definitely take a little cruise through CityWalk. The next morning before heading out, I definitely had me a breakfast. This is the day where I did all the tours. I mentioned before, I will be having a separate video where I'll be going into more detail of some of the best hotels to stay, especially if you're going to be going to Disneyland and stuff like that. In Anaheim, you definitely want to check that out. But that video is going to be coming up soon. I saw some of the best hotels. This one here literally had a koi fish pond. People are able to get married there. It is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. I had a time, y'all. I don't know how this edit and everything went down, but I am tired. It was so much fun. Day is actually not done. About to go to the beach right now. Me and Tomika, my new BFF. She doesn't know. We're best friends. And yeah, but anywho, I'm leaving the hotel. It has been grand. Thank you. It was much needed rest. Anyway, All right, then next morning, like I said, I went to the beach and I had such a great day. I cannot go to California without going to the beach. I am a beach girl at heart. I declare in Jesus' name, I will be have a house near or really next on the beach. Like, it has to be on the beach because I love it so much. So I was able to clear my head, and let me tell you, besties, this trip was everything I needed and more. You hear me? Universal Studios understood the assignment, and I had much needed peace. So I am at the beach, enjoying every bit of it. Oh my gosh, it has been so good today. I went and got me some expensive candy. $13 for 2 pieces of candy. For why? Anyway, that's my point. It's still delicious. I'm enjoying the beach. I don't want to leave. Only reason why I want to leave is because I want to get my kids. But if my kids were here, no way. No way would I be leaving right now. I didn't stay long enough. But anyway, it's okay because I'll be back actually very shortly. I plan to take the kids to Universal Studios. So that's going to be coming up really soon. If you guys are ready to plan your next trip, definitely make sure you go to getaway.com. Use code SimplyBeingSabrina for more savings. Right, look who I've been talking about. Let's turn around because they got to get the glow. They got to get all this melanin in.
Hello, people.
Ooh, y'all, if you guys do not follow her, I've already told you guys to follow her once, but I got to say it again.
Come on,
everything is going to be in the description box. She's been nothing but amazing, making this trip so good. She's a true girl's girl, like true. So definitely show her some love. Thank you.
Show me some love. Show me some love. Show me some love.